Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. This video is for my 4th grade students. Huge shout out to all my 4th graders and all the 5th graders tuning in here on YouTube. Before we get into the content of this video, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and leave a comment because it helps the algorithm. Alright, so this video is going to be on division. Not just any type of division, but division, how to solve division problems without using skip counting. Now, I would recommend you learn how to skip count. I would recommend that you learn how to skip count and master your single digit multiplication facts, because if you can learn how to skip count and master those multiplication facts, it makes dividing a lot easier. But this video will be specifically for those students that haven't yet mastered skip counting, because there is still a way to accurately solve division problems even if you don't know how to skip count, but it does take a little bit longer. Alright, so division. Division is the opposite of multiplication. Division is when you're given a total and you have to figure out how many groups of a number fit in that total. For example, for 8 divided by 2, we have a total of 8, and we have to figure out how many groups of 2 can we get to fit into the number 8. So, if you don't know how to skip count, what I would recommend doing is drawing an array. So what I would do is make an array of 8 objects. You can use anything. You can use dots, you can use X's, you can use circles, but for this video I'm going to use dots. So I'm going to make 8 total dots, but I'm going to make them in rows of 2. So if you're using this strategy, if you're making an array of dots, whatever number is inside the division problem, that's how many total dots you're making. The number outside is how much you're putting in each row. So I'm going to make 8 dots, and I'm going to put 2 in each row. So that's 2 dots. I'm going to continue making dots in rows of 2 until I get to 8 dots. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I'm going to count how many rows of 2 I was able to get. And I'm going to draw a circle around each row. So that's 1 circle. That's 1 group of 2. I have a second circle. That's 2 groups of 2. I have a third circle. 3 groups of 2. Fourth circle, that is 4 groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4. We have our answer. Now notice, when I drew my dots, I made them pretty big, I made them distinct, and I also spaced them out. When you're using this method, when you're drawing an array, you want to space out the dots appropriately. The easiest way to make a mistake with this method is to have the dots bunched together. For example, if I drew my dots like this, way too close, not really enough room to draw a circle around each of the dots, very easy to make a mistake. This is a no-go. When you draw your dots, you want to have space between each row so you can draw a circle so you can distinctly tell them apart. Alright, I'm going to do another problem now. All right. So this problem, you know what? Let me make the number on the outside a little bit. I want things to be distinctive. distinctive because I want you to be able to see very clearly each of these numbers. 20 divided by 5. So we have a total of 20, and we want to figure out how many groups of 5 we can get into 20. So using this array method, I am going to make 20 total dots. And can you guess how many dots I'm going to make each row in each row as I'm counting up to 20? Guess? Well, if you guessed 5, you'd be correct. So I'm going to be making my dots in rows of 5, and I'm going to be making 20 of them. And again, very important, when you make your rows, you space out the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one group of 5. I'm going to keep counting until I have 20 dots. And you want to space out your rows. This would be too close. I'm not going to go right underneath it. I'm going to ample amount of space. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So far I have 2 rows of 5 and I have 10 total dots, but we need 20, so I'm going to keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 20 total dots. I got 5 in each row. Now I'm going to draw a circle around each row and count how many groups of 5 that I have. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was able to get 4 groups of 5. 5 goes into 20 4 times. So 20 divided by 5 equals 4. All right, I'm going to do one more. This video will be in the January Lives playlist and the Division Lives playlist. I believe I do have another video on here that shows you how to solve problems using skip counting. So you can definitely refer to the video on division using skip counting if you would prefer that method. I also have a few videos where I do long division. But for this video, of course, we are going to keep it simple. All right, 14 divided by 7. So we have a total of 14, and we have to figure out how many groups of 7 can fit into the number 14. So I'm going to draw, how many dots am I going to draw? 14, a total of 14. How many dots am I going to put in each row? 7. So I'm going to draw 14 dots and I'm going to put them in rows of 7. All right. So underneath the problem here. 1. Let me even make it a little bigger because I want you to be able to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, So that's one row of 7. Now I'm going to, as I continue to count up to 14, I'm going to make a second row, another one, second row here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there we go. I have 14 total dots. Going to make sure that I have 7. I'm going to make sure that I have 7 in each row and I have 14 total. It's always good to recount and make sure you have the right number of dots, because if you have the wrong number of total dots or if you have the wrong number in each row, it could mess everything up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's, draw a circle around the first row. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle around the second row. So 1, 2, we have 2 rows, 2 groups of 7. 7 goes into 14 2 times. So 14 divided by 7 equals 2. Alright, that is my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. In future videos, the next time I make a video in my classroom, I will end the video with some basketball dunking or something fun, but it's a library, so I gotta be quiet. I can't be too loud. I can't jump around in here. I gotta be quiet. So, we're gonna end video on that note. Again, leave a like, leave a comment. If there's an area of math or reading that you're having a difficult time with, please, in the comments, write in the comments in an area of math or reading that you're having a difficult time with, and I will do a future video on it. And have a great Friday, everybody.